What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Alex and Jake
What's up?
are here for round number 4 of our Modern RCQ 1K. We've got Sean on Esper Reanimator against Ben on Helga Domain. This is the new aspiring spice that Ben always likes to play. 3-0, both these players are. 3-0, both these players are. But we got 6 rounds, so that means round 3, you cannot just double draw into top 8. Sorry.
Nope, we
Y'all
are.
gotta earn it today, friends.
This is what happens when you start getting to those
Yes, sir. 44.
40, like above 30 people.
Yes.
You don't just get a
Easy day at the office.
Nope. This is a grindy event. It's 1:40 in the afternoon, and I don't think we're gonna get out of this until probably close to 6 or 7 tonight.
That's right. That's right. But thanks everybody for rocking with us on Twitch. If you are here and watching for the first time, make sure to follow. And if you're liking the content, you want to contribute to little upgrades like our brand new Life Total auto upgrade system, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. It's free to do. It's free to subscribe on YouTube. No reason not to.
And free to follow on Twitch.
Yes, yes. So make sure to do all those things. Click all those buttons. Check us out on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the places. Share the videos, do the things. And, of course, most importantly, hit up ImpactGamingCenter.gg, where you can find probably most of these cards in stock every single day. Awesome. All right, let's get started. Ben having a hot start here with Leyline in play, ready to roll. How's this matchup work?
So Ben is what is playing basically a Solitude Domain Zoo control list. So the one thing we need to call out first off is Ben's got one of those crazy little companions. He's got Karuga. Karuga's stipulation is all cards in your deck have to have a CMC cost of 3 or greater. And when you can pay 3, put Karuga in your hand, and when you play it, you draw a card for each permanent you control with mana cost 4 or greater, or 3 greater. So Ben is playing a bunch of cheaty cards. So Fire Ice, Solitude Subtlety, free cast cards. Then you have
There's Karuga.
Witch Enchanter, which is a creature land. Leyline's 4 mana, so
Disenchanter. Witch Enchanter?
Disenchanter. And then Sean, on the other hand, he's playing something, pretty fast, consistent. We call it Esper Reanimator. It's a little bit of everything. You play a bunch of Surveillance because maybe you got a cast that Atraxa. I don't know. But he's playing Atraxas, Psychic Frogs to get the Atraxas in the graveyard. And then he's playing like Gorios to get that Atraxa back, get a bunch of cards in hand, swinging with the big old 7/7. And then a card that I picked up for a buddy a while ago. I wonder if he's watching right now. Raptimus. He asked me to pick up some Late to Dinners, which is a 5 mana reanimation spell, brings a creature back from the graveyard to the battlefield, and then you get a food token, which, oh no, it's 4 mana. I think it's 4. Pull up Late to Dinner. It's a weird card.
Late to Dinner?
Late to Dinner. It's got the rhino with the dead ghost rhino on it. Yeah, it's 4
mana. Oh, yeah. This card's sick.
4 mana. It's a 4 mana reanimator. Don't know a whole lot about it, but Sean's got a Psychic Frog. So now he can discard his Traxes and such to bring them back. Ben here kept a hand which had 3 Leylines of Guild Pact in it. But the power of these Karuga decks is you are just, you play one out, and then the rest of the Leylines are just free pitch spells. You don't care what they are. You're not losing any. I mean, you're losing cards in your hand. The card could be anything, but you're not losing like real value of discarding them because you really only need the first one out there. And you see the power of these cards like Scion, turn 2 Scion, where you get that zoo start, but you still have you get the mana fixing, so your mana's free. You get the turn 2 Scion, so you get a bunch of colors. Omnath is a bunch of colors. Helga, Skittish Seeger, which is a really sweet. It's kind of like a Beans. It's a 3 mana 1/3. Whenever you cast a creature spell with mana value 4 or greater, you draw a card, gain a life, put a counter on Helga. You can tap it to add Helga's power of any one color. You can only use the mana cast creature spells of CMC 4 or greater, or creature spells with X in their mana cost. Ben doesn't have any X cost spells in his deck. I'm pretty sure he said he's only got 4 or greater. So when you evoke stuff like Solitudes and Subtleties, you're casting them. So when you evoke a Solitude, you get to draw a card, put a counter on Helga, gain a life. Honestly, the gain a life is probably the most whatever part about it, but they had to put something for I'm sure the white casting cost of it. So, there's my ramp. There's my
All right.
ramble. We got a lot going on. Ben's playing the spicy deck. I love this deck. I've been like on an Omnath kick lately, and I just want to play more Omnath. I love that card.
Do you play with the textless ones? Full art text?
No, I play with the original ones because the original ones are drawn by Chris Ron, who also drew Savage Knuckleblade.
Oh my god. It always comes back.
No, it never stops.
Savage Knuckleblade.
I'm kind of surprised Ben's not playing like any
Savage Knuckleblade?
No, but oh my gosh, game one's already over.
Holy smokes, this might be a quick one, folks.
I mean, Ben just got on the board, started beating Sean down. I think Ben had Force Negation, something in hand to respond to a reanimation target.
At least he stays on brand, says Sir Dies a lot.
I'm not changing that, but that was a really quick one. In the sideboard for he's got the king.
We got food, folks.
Excited.
So
anyway,
if this is a quick one, we might actually get time to eat in between rounds. You never know.
But I got Ben's list.
Who do I got?
I got Johnson.
Sean.
He's got the Karuga, which is in the sideboard technically. 3 Endurance, 3 Obsidian Charmoss, 3 Force of Vigor, 3 Mystical Dispute, and 2 Whirlwind Denial, which Whirlwind Denial is like a 4 mana. It's what do you call it? The Flusterstorm. It's like Flusterstorm, but it's 3 mana. It counters all triggered, activated, and things on the stack.
I've got Sean here. We've got Ashiok Dream Render, 4 Consigned to Memory, 1 Deafening Silence, 1 High Noon, 1 Mystical Dispute, 1 Pest Control, 2 Subtleties, 1 Teferi Time Raveler, 1 Thoughtseize. I love the sideboard Thoughtseize. 2 Wrath of the Skies.
So I
don't even know what to bring in against.
I don't honestly. I think.
I mean, no, I'm probably not, but High
Noon may not be bad. I don't know. It makes it so Ben probably he can't double evoke and go off with Helga. Maybe, but then this stops him from like casting a discard spell and then doing some stuff.
Doesn't seem like a Thoughtseize matchup. Like Wrath the Skies, maybe? I don't know.
The problem is you can bring in Wrath of the Skies, but all of your stuff is so big, you have to put so much mana into it. I think Mystical Dispute's probably pretty fair here.
Yeah, that's fair.
Consigned Memory.
It counters Big Boy.
Consigned Memory is actually really good because it counters your on-math draw, your subtleties, your solitudes, your endurances, your Helga triggers. I mean, on-math is a ETB triggers deck by nature, so.
All right, so Ben has the game, so we'll probably see Sean start things off for us here in game number 2.
There's a land.
Marsh Flats.
Ben's got a Helga in hand. He's got a Fire Ice. Got a Meticulous Archive. Just start off with a Surveil. Takes a peek.
More or less wanted to make sure you had the budget. I will keep it on top.
Sean's going to fetch. Don't need to change life totals. Because they're going to do it for us.
It's just instinct to reach for the mouse every time the life is supposed to change.
What a change.
It doesn't matter. Like, it looks nice, I guess, on the overlay, but it is a huge, huge thing for us.
Yeah, this is a massive upgrade.
All you have to do is call the match, and I just switch in between scenes whenever we need to.
And pull up cards.
And pull up cards. Basically, I'm still doing everything.
And interact with the chat who never wants to interact.
Savage, called out.
Come on, chat. Who do you guys got this match?
Who's Chad?
So Ben's going to subtlety, so Sean doesn't get the ability to...
No eating here tonight.
Doesn't get the chance to, start filling his graveyard. Ben's going to pass. I think it was a Force Negation. So we're going to shock in. Pass a turn. stop you. Gonna ice one of your lands.
Woo! That's pretty good.
Not gonna stop Sean's frog though, or him replaying this. Or I guess it is. Oh, I thought Sean,
That
I thought he
messes
had.
him up big time.
That's huge.
That
Never
just
mind.
time walked him essentially.
I thought one of his lands in hand was like an etched fetch land, but it was. I think it's ephemerate or something.
Yikes! That's huge. As long as Ben can keep hitting land drops and progressing his board a little bit.
Ben's goal here is to stop Sean as many times as he can.
Yeah. With fire and ice, especially in this matchup, it is almost always correct to just ice their land.
Oh yeah, every turn that Ben gets is just one less turn that Sean's gonna have access to. There's a Helga, which we already have pulled up. So there's our frog. So it's like a bean sort of card. The best part about it is that you get free draws when you cast big creatures.
Yeah, it's like
so
yeah,
Sean,
kind of like Kyogre.
Kyogre's a Pokemon.
I mean,
so Sean here does get to mill 3. Oh, there's a Gristlebrand. Gonna grab the Gorios.
jeez, that was 2 good hits right there.
No second land to follow up, but he does have an Ephemerate.
Yep.
Which could be huge. So if Ben doesn't have interaction and this Gorios gets to come back, that could be it, but there's a Nissa. So Ben needs to probably hit Endurance here. So we add a mana with the Nissa. Oh, we're gonna Solitude.
Pitching one of the 2 ephemerates.
In response to the ETB trigger, so you don't, even if you fetch, the ability hasn't resolved.
So that turns on the track. If I fetch again, then that one result first, and this one, I believe I would still.
Yeah, Ben's talking through it right now. He is a very good communicator.
Yes.
Yeah, but I want to.
We're gonna double check with the judge.
BioAmp asks or says that's not how that works.
No, it's me.
Yeah, judge call coming over. We're gonna move to this screen while the judge is being called over and kind of surveil the
See
scene.
what's going on. See some cool people. The guy in the green, Mr. Addison, playing Boris Energy Day, facing against our round 2 opponent.
Yep.
Who's playing Eldrazi. There's Paul out there.
Hagen's been busy today.
It's been a busy day for Mr.
There's
Judge.
a lot of judge calls, and it doesn't stop now here in this round because now we got a feature match judge call. He's dealing with something else, though. But, yeah, it looks like we've got quite a few people still playing. We started with 44. Probably got about, I mean, they're still at the later tables, so probably a good majority of them still in this one. We do pay out $1,000 cash. There's Mike looking right at the camera.
Good old bird.
Stuff. But yeah, $1,000 in cash to top 8. I think 400 for first. If typically people just split after top 8 or top 4.
Yeah, everyone gets what is like 150 to 200 head is normally what it breaks down to. I'm not a mathematician. I sell candy.
Looks like
it's like 125 per person. So that's a pretty good payout.
Let's see what they got going on over here. We can have the technology just zoom in.
What is Paul? What is Paul doing that is making a judge call? What's Paul playing today? Do you know?
I don't.
Oh,
I see blue cards.
We can see that's so clear.
Yeah, it's these cameras are insane. It's a little shaky because it's on the post.
Yeah.
And there's just natural vibrations of the AC unit. But
we're back. The judge is back at our table.
We just want a clarification. So I played. Okay. So I played Nissa. Played Land Trigger.
Respond with Solitude.
Really, what we just wanted clarification was so that landfall triggers on the stack. Yeah. I can respond to the second one. That one will result first, making the mana, and that's it. And then if the Solitude evolves, it'll hit Nissa, that, this goes away, whatever. And then, whatever. And then
So Final
first
Fantasy
landfall resolves.
is legal for this event.
Yes.
Cards, the minute your first pre-release comes out, cards are legal.
Yep.
There is no more of this weird little
Wait
intermittent-
time, yeah. They still do that in Pokemon, and it is vastly different.
Yeah.
People don't want to play dead formats.
Yeah.
I think the way that Magic has done it is the correct way to do it. And Pokemon, y'all need to get up on it.
Pretty sure I
Yeah.
know how this works, but really rather.
Also, shout out to Seth McKee, who day 2 nationals in Pokemon this weekend. So I know this isn't a Pokemon stream, but I do want to shout it out because he is a regular. He's here every week grinding out Pokemon matches. And yeah, day 2 of nationals is huge.
Talk about the land and then the element, the bottom. So this is gonna happen first.
Kind of our only
So this one,
locals at the day 2 too.
make a blue and resolve the spell.
So Ben's gonna have 2 mana floating. I don't know how that works. As it goes away.
Tournaments always right around legality. Changes always feel uncertain to me. Hunter Burton has been.
And this is in response to the so we still have that one units. So I'm responding to your ephemerate.
Oh, you wish they'd.
Solitude.
You mean you wish Wizards would delay it? I gotcha.
Draw a card.
So we're going to Solitude. So Ben's Solituding Sean's Solitude in response to the Ephemerate. So Helga's not going to get exiled, but that Solitude I think should have been. That Solitude should have been exiled, I'm pretty sure. If that comes up, we'll stop.
I'll say.
I don't know.
I'll make a note.
I was busy reading Twitch chat.
I mean, it matters because Sean does have reanimation spells.
Oh, did Ben exile his
Ben solituded Sean's
Solitude? So it should be exiled currently?
Yes.
I think that's something you can just. I don't know. Forget what Hagen says.
I don't know. I don't want to get a smack on the wrist again.
2 mana for creatures or spells with X for each creature. For
Okay, so it can't do anything.
So this can tap.
Bioamp said, least let them know.
All right, I'll go tell him.
But I can't use. the
Yeah,
2
so
mana and this to buy
Jake's going to go do my grunt work real quick. And looks like this Helga's growing a bit. And back to Sean.
Still there, yep.
And
Sorry about that.
he should be getting back to the battlefield. And there he is. And look at this. The movie Mad. What's that?
I interrupted the judge's canes to clarify this, so we're good.
Okay, was that Steven's hand or yours?
No, Stevens.
Okay.
I didn't.
know there's.
Did not touch anything. I just let the judge know.
But that was because we had so much going on.
Yeah. So, no ill intent here,
No.
I don't think. I think, like Ben just said,
It just
too much going on the battlefield.
It's comp IRL. It does matter. And Sean is playing cards that bring cards back, so
Yes.
that triple matters to me.
Yes, triple matters. Land go.
Let's see. Ben has kind of had every answer for Sean's playing this game so far. This Helga gets to stick around. We're going to put the Kruga in hand. We're going to pass. We're going to fetch. Sean down to 21. Can grab a
Surveil.
Undercity Sewers.
Sewers. Undercity sewers.
And of course, since there's triggers and spells, it's hard to
I was playing Yaga back in the day.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Let's see what he hits. What's he going to do with it?
This is also essentially a win and end for both of these players because
Yeah, whoever wins this gets a double
4-0,
draw.
you can double draw straight into top 8 of a 6-round
Sean-
tournament.
Sean kept the subtlety on top. Draws.
to
Tap the Helga for a mana.
tap Kruga, trigger.
Ben's got Ben consistently has a very good looking mana base.
His cards are always like. He does like the Universes Beyond stuff and the Secret
He
Lair.
does. He loves secret layers. I was looking through Ben's secret layer binder earlier. It's just everything.
Just everything, yeah.
Yeah.
If it's playable in Modern, he probably has it.
In response to the Helga trigger.
Yeah.
Because Helga trigger and then through that.
Helga's a cast trigger, so where is our hippo friend going? Dinosaur hippo.
I am gonna buff.
So what happens when we go back to Ikoria and we
Don't have companions.
then we have new companions?
Oh God, no shot, right?
Whenever we can.
Yeah, when I can. So I
Yeah.
so yeah, counter life. So you know my hand. Play my hand. You know my hand.
Ikoria was like the first set of their new design philosophy.
Are you sure? I think it was Throne of Eldraine.
Oh, you might be right.
If
I just mean like they had what?
it was Fire Design. So Fire started
Well,
2019.
hold on, hang on. They had the crossover started happening then because they had Godzilla stuff in
yes.
Ikoria.
Oh, you mean like the UB stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was the first Godzilla or Walking Dead was the first secret layer,
Yes.
and then Godzilla was the first. Did you know they had in the
Technically, the first Secret Lair was Mythic Edition,
Oh, true, but
and they botched that.
they have the full playset of the Godzilla cards at the Museum of Modern, or it's like modern art
Wow.
in Seattle. They have they have an exhibit and they're all in there. And what's wild is they have the first printing of the Godzilla cards, so it has Godzilla's space, the Corona Godzilla,
Death's Corona. or
that's
whatever.
Corona, which that was like kind of a
Huge thing.
controversy because right when that came out we hit COVID. So they changed in like the
Wow.
second print run of the set. They changed the name of that card,
Yeah.
but they have the full set of them. It's actually really cool to see it when we went there. There's also a bunch of like Lord of the Rings memorabilia and such.
Oh, that's awesome.
If you ever have a chance to go to Seattle and do the museums up there, they're so cool.
Interesting.
The Space Needle is just okay.
It's fine.
It's a very cramped elevator for some very expensive mid food.
Called out. Space Needle. Get your stuff together.
But
Jake
Ben-
Stellick hates you more than he hates amulet players.
we'll play them equal. But Ben's doing the Omnath thing here, fetching, getting a tap land to really get out the Omnath power of making the 4 mana. Doing the sick part about Omnath. We're gonna replay Karuga, which is gonna add a counter, draw another card. Karuga's gonna enter,
Draw a
trigger, draw 2 more cards because it draws for each of them.
Jeez.
I love this list. Sir dies a lot. I figured out my next deck after I play Wizard Fish.
Fish Wizards.
There's a Scion of Draco. We're just gonna trigger my Helga. We're just gonna draw a card. I want to play my big old dragon dude. That gives my Omnath first strike, hexproof, trample, and White's lifelink.
Which I'm not going to use.
Or vigilance, sorry. The black gives it lifelink. In turn, we're gonna the book card. I don't know if that card does.
Work hard with flash, feel it.
What's it called?
Yeah, results. Yeah, you got that.
This was a very. There's like 15 years of difference between those two events. You goofball.
Yeah, we don't have the deck list action button thingy. Sorry, violent outburst.
This is Waterlogged Teachings. If you want to pull that up,
Waterlogged.
I think it's 4 mana. It's the blue-black hybrid spell. 4 mana. Grab a instant or sorcery from a graveyard, put in your hand, or it's like a blue-black tap land. I love the art of this card. I think this card's art is really good.
Yeah, it's really good. Doug Schuler? Douglas Schuler. Punt? No, that would be way too much work. to get the deck list in for live streaming.
Huh?
You very much overestimate
The capabilities that we have here.
just the manpower. Like, we don't have that much bandwidth.
It's like-
It's literally just me and Jake running the stream.
Yeah, it's.
The judge helps out and gives us the deck lists, and even though
I grab the deck list. I don't
Yeah.
even. I believe me. If I had the ability to put deck lists in the chat, I would.
this is a shoestring operation here.
Or here, like, I'm going to be honest. Like, if you want, figure out who the players are and send them a message. Like, all of the impact guys are always willing to give you deck lists, talk about their decks. There's not a bad guy on the team.
Here comes Griselbrand.
Grissy B.
G Breezy.
Do we respond to? I think Ben has a Solitude.
Thanks, great image. We believe in you. Trigger Helga. Helga G Pataki.
This Helga. So like this Helga being good here is like I guess the reason why people think VV is going to be good too. Where this 3-drop has just gone out of control. Sean gonna Griselbrand again. If he doesn't hit his subtlety, I think this Griselbrand's going away.
When in doubt, draw 7 cards.
Yep. There goes the
It is
Griselbrand.
exiled.
Go back up to 14.
Yeah, Ben on top of that one. He's like, that one exile, brother.
That one really matters.
Yes.
Sean, though, does have a frog in hand. He does have an Atraxa as well. So Sean's got 14 cards, 15 cards in hand, something like that, some big number. But like, what do you? So you can't. You have to target the Scion first.
So this currently has that together.
Yeah, you have to target Scion first.
Target is Scion. You don't have it. So that resolves. So ETB at this holding 4 to 27.
Now here's the question: do you discard cards to the frog, or you discard cards in a turn where Ben can't respond? I mean, I think you want to get the full value you can off the frog, right?
I would imagine, but we'll see what Sean wants to do. O to the frog, duh, says Bioamp.
I'm just giving possibilities by way to go. You don't gotta be so meanie bobini.
Meanie Bobini. Clip that one.
Duh, Jakers, duh. Yep, we're doing it.
Yeah.
All to the frog. There's an Atraxa.
Frog is so good in this deck.
Frog is so good in every deck Frog's in, it feels like.
It's true. It's true.
But this is like the type of deck where I think Frog is like one of the best in.
Yeah.
Like it's really good in Murktide. This enables an insane package though.
Yes.
Yeah, he gave me a little bit of he had.
Ben's definitely got like a bunch of options in hand though. Like he's got the ley line. Almost every spell Ben has in his hand right now is going to trigger the Helga. So we're going to keep going off, and Helga's going to keep tapping for even more mana.
Kind of weird, but it does.
This has been an insane game too. I'm thinking Sean is favorite at this point.
Yeah, you can just on that mana for a free ley line, which is wild. Well, we're going to force it. Pitching little T. We do have a Helga trigger, right? No, Helga's only creature spells. My bad. There's a binding. Bait out the. Ooh, Frog gonna get exiled. That's bad. If it resolves, what I think it does.
Leyline Binding does resolve.
Swing with everybody. Chunk the
Blah,
hippo,
blah,
chunk
blah.
the Helga.
Yep.
Omnath cracks in for 4. Do you know everything Omnath does off the top of your head?
Landfall.
What's his first thing?
You draw a card. You gain 4 life.
Yep.
Is that not it?
You're correct so far.
I don't know.
You draw a card, you gain 4, make 4, deal 4.
Jesus.
It's all 4s. This card's all 4s. How is it hard to remember this card?
It just does so much.
It's all about 4s, except for the one card draw. He's a 4-mana 4/4 that does.
Draw 4 cards.
Oh, dude, that now we're talking. It basically feels like he does. There's an Atraxa. Uh-oh. There's a Solitude. Oh, this game 2 is insane.
Wow. Yeah, there's been back and forth a
If
slugfest.
Ben has Force of Negation, I think he has it. Like, I think he can stop Sean pretty hard, but there's a
Oof.
Goryo's. Do we have the question? What do we have in hand?
Yeah, I don't know. It's really hard to see on the right side player. Bit of a shadow.
Foils also make it much more
Yeah,
difficult.
foils are always darker.
Ben's got like 2 cards in it, and I think one of them is Steam Vents. Oh no.
Wow.
Okay, so Atrax is gonna hit.
Skadoosh, and here we go. Oh my god. Oh.
There's the Ephemerates, which is gonna keep the Atraxa around.
Yeah.
Found him.
You have another turn. I do. Yep.
Do you want to stagger getting lunch? Like if one of us wants to go now? Because I don't know how much time we're gonna have after this round.
Possibly. Yeah, we're probably not going to have another.
If you want to go now, I'll finish the match.
See how he kicks me out of the booth? All right. Good luck. Have fun.
Oh, I got it. Make sure there's some chicken strips left for me. All right, now we're going solo. So Atraxa comes in, smacks Ben for 7. Let's see what's going to happen. Sean's got the Ephemerates now, so we can Ephemerate the Atraxa, which gets rid of leaves the battlefield at the end step clause. So that's huge, and we don't know if Ben has a removal spell right now for it. Also, no, Goryo's is an instant, so Sean can always bring back another card after Ben declares attackers. So Trax is good both on offense and defense. Goes to Ben's turn. Ben's not like super worried about his life total right now.
Plus those 2.
Land trigger Omnath. Ben gains 4. Up to 27. Kraken with the team. Sean's got a Solitude. Solitude pitching late Sidenter, I believe that is. 4 mana. I'm gonna just cast a Subtlety.
Yeah, subtlety trigger.
Oh, Sean has a Mystical Dispute, but Ben has the mana for it.
I will take
Ben's gonna pay for it.
floating. I did play lane this turn, so subtlety with the Helga trigger. Or cast subtlety, correct?
Yeah, those sketch arts are really hard to see. Image,
I believe the dispute's resolved.
great image. It's a hard image, hard to see. I think I'm advanced humoring here right now. So
Deck is Helga, subtlety
so we're gonna Gorios.
in response to the Helga. Yeah. Glorious target. Yep. We're trying to move this back. Yeah. That's good. That's all. This is on deck.
What are we gonna hit? Pending's good. Another Solitude's huge.
Sorcerer. It's good.
Gonna shuffle them, put them to the bottom. Now we have an Atraxa who can block.
Solitude, salty, Helga.
And we got to resolve the Solitude and Subtlety, which are over there on the side, to resolve Atraxa's trigger.
Yeah.
That's good.
So I have a Helga trigger first.
So, yeah.
I have one card.
We haven't resolved the Helga cast trigger from casting the Subtlety yet.
Right. That resolves. So I gained 7. 8. So I gained 7 here. So go to 34.
Down to
So that
34.
happens. And then I have this Helga trigger. Ephemerate. Okay.
Ephemerate Atraxa. So Sean's doing this on Ben's turn. So when we go back to Sean's turn, Sean's going to have a full grip of cards.
Okay. So now the stack is Helga trigger. Good? Yeah. Right. So can't put a counter on it. Gain life, draw a card. Right now the stack is subtlety on targeting subtlety on this. What happens?
I'll put that on top.
Alright. And then I'm tapping the piece.
I will block you.
So Omnath is going to get blocked by the Atraxa. Omnath goes to the graveyard. Sean's going to gain 7
Alright, you're done.
and take 5.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so we're not gonna ephemerate the Atraxa. We're just gonna leave that in exiled. Gonna play a Psychic Frog. Play land.
On the
I'll take 7, I'll go to 28. You gain 7, go to 22.
Swings in with the Atraxa. Big life total change. 9 minutes left in a round.
Yeah.
Both players, I think, playing at a very reasonable pace here.
I don't feel enough stuff going on. I don't think.
Okay, so Ben's gonna scoop.
I had a binding, but
Both players are gonna be 1-1 when we go into game 3 here. So
and waiting game means that we won't get a game 3. So,
right.
which is necessary, I think.
I agree.
With how like as soon as you started doing that.
Once you get the Encon line, it's really
So, as you can see, there is no Alex. I am just by myself. So, that was a crazy game. That was a long one. That was a interesting one. Really see the power of Sean's deck at just grinding out Atraxa being probably the best thing you can reanimate a Modern right now. Ben falling to the Omnath problem of sometimes you just can't win the game fast enough. And if you don't hit your right cards, it's rough. I love Omnath, so I'm probably going to... I looked online to see how many Helgas I could pick up. They're still kind of pricey with the full art borderless versions. So it's kind of like to pick up. I need some force negation still. I think I only have 2. But this list is sick. I love this list. Um,
I'll be on play.
Texas chili because it doesn't have beans. Tempered, I hate it. I don't disagree, but it is true. It does not have beans. Beans is banned. Do you think beans and pizza good for modern? There's talking to people last night that don't think it'd be too good for modern. I'm in the camp of I think it would be way too good, but
I think the band code commanders is probably it's I don't know. Chats if they can hear me. I actually have no idea.
I don't know. I think
Ben's talking about commanders. So if anyone hears Ben, I don't know what specifically he's talking about, but gonna ship it back to the battlefield.
so. I think recent. We just don't know what's
No idea.
All right, here you
Good
go.
luck.
Show.
Here's a cut. All right, game 3. Sean, in these fast matches, I think Sean's favored. We'll see if Ben can stop him though. Ben made sure he took his Karuga out, so there's no Karuga swimming around in the deck.
Nobody. No shot. Or pass you.
Ben's shocked. I'm not sure what 4 is hard to see in his deck. Oh, we're gonna Lauren revealed. That's why.
And
The best part about Lauren revealed. How many lands has Ben playing otherwise? Ben's playing 1, 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 18, 19 lands with 4 Lauren reveals. Yeah, it's kind of wild these on that decks are so land focused, but play so few lands.
not that one. Not that one.
What are we grabbing up here, Sean?
We do have time extension. I forgot.
That's true.
Oh, these players have a time extension.
I was playing.
I'm not sure what the how long it's for,
That's still not
but
a ton of time.
No, but they,
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my second match was the one.
yeah.
That was pretty.
Ben gonna cut. Sean gonna otherworldly gaze. That card's insane too. Look at the top 3. Put any way you like it between your graveyard and the top of your deck.
Yep. Yep.
Mill 3. Grabs a Tainted Indulgence. Ben draws. Plays a Heath.
We're gonna play Helga. Playing what? Yeah.
Tag out.
It's your boy
Where's it at?
in the office.
I can go there.
I mean, just ask Mike, but I think this should be good. All right. Sorry about that. Switch out. He went the wrong way. Hang on.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
Jake. All right, everybody. Let's see what we've got. I have no idea what's happening.
I'll do one.
Where are we at? Okay, looks like game. Oh, excuse me. Game 3 here. Jake has gone on a bit of a lunch break. I'm coming back. I ate pretty quick. Wasn't too terribly hungry either, so. All right, Ben's going to take his turn. Going to draw. Looks like Sean doesn't have any critters in the bin, well, other than Solitude. Does have a Mystical Dispute, it looks like. And here is a Scion. Tainted Indulgence. Did we find anything to pitch? Because it doesn't have beans? Texas chili, because it doesn't have beans. I like it. Been one game. Yeah, I was here for that.
Doing so much stuff. See, like, want to make sure.
A little surveil action here.
So you well, 0, 1, 2, 4. So you do it. So now in the indulgence, we'll just be.
Bit game 2. Yeah, that game 2 of what I saw of it was an absolute slugfest. You say Ben scoop for time concerns. That makes sense. Sometimes you got to do it. Ephemerate. Gonna get this archaeologist earning his keep. Ooh, there's a Gristlebrand. Fairy 3. And a Hedge Maze. Just gonna put counter on the guy.
So you could take.
Looks like he's just gonna take Teferi.
Now you miss, and then this will go over there. And 5 minutes. And I'll respond. Yes. You were at 11. Part of playing like weird. Oh, I don't have a land yet, or like what I would expect. So getting
And there is another surveil land here for Sean.
So we have 5. Aiden, we got 5 more. Can you start a 5 timer? We have 5 more minutes.
So it looks like the timer. So that is time in the round, but these guys have 5 extra minutes. I think there was a bathroom break right before the match started that gave them a 5-minute time extension. 7 in the air, gonna drop Sean to 3. No lightning bolt, Ben says. There's Helga. And pass back. What can Sean muster here? He could put some things together depending on what he gets. He's got a Tainted Indulgence. There's a Goryo's Vengeance, though. Did not see that one. Force pitch. There's a Mystical Dispute, though.
I guess what was it? Oh. Because I should have had. Yeah, that was my bad. I pressed it. So you're targeting versus disputing my force.
Okay, yeah, so.
Yeah, fine. Glorious happens, doesn't play.
Gristlebrand in play. Solitude pitch. Ben's got it all, folks.
still got the Helga trigger.
Yeah, Sean puts his head in his hand and trying to figure out if he can get out of this. I'm not sure if he can, though, unfortunately for him.
Go to 10. Oh, sorry. Thank you. Yeah, I was. Thank you. What a hand.
All right, back to Ben. Sean is at 10 now. Thanks to gaining 7 life. Probably got about 3-ish minutes left, I'd reckon.
Not bad.
Go back to 3 for Sean.
Yeah.
Got a follow up? Flooded Strand, go. Paradox Haze, or whatever that name of that card is. It's not Paradox Haze. Otherworldly Gaze. And there's another Goryo's. Gonna lead with the Tainted Indulgence. 1, 2. Another Goryo's and a Solitude drawn from the deck for Sean. Force of Negation, Hardcats, and Ben just had it all there at the end of that one. Holy smokes! What a finish to the match there. Ben going to improve to 4-0 and will likely be able to double draw into top 8. This was, as we said at the beginning of the video, at the beginning of the round, this was essentially a win and end because now Ben can just double draw into top 8. And he will be our first top 8 competitor that we know of, at least. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't go anywhere if you're watching live. We've got 2 more rounds of Swiss, followed by potentially 3 rounds of elimination rounds. So thank you all so much. Make sure to hit up impactgamingcenter.gg for all of your Magic the Gathering and tabletop gaming needs. Jake just stepped out, but for Jake, I've been Les Alex. Thank you all so much. Make sure to follow us on all social medias, subscribe on YouTube, and follow us on Twitch. Thank y'all so much. Until the next round or the next video, catch y'all on Flippy Flop. Adios, everyone.